Hello everybody, Glitch Reaper here. Ignore Gluttony being up there for a moment, but anyhow, I'm here for another mob battle, and this time I thought it'd be interesting to team up Sukuna and Gojo against Asmodeus. Yes, that's right, the king of the aberrations, and one that conspires with the Ray of Art. So, this is going to be very interesting, because I'm not sure if either of them would be able to take down Asmodeus on their own, but both of them together should be able to. I mean, maybe Gojo might be able to solo it, but still, it might be better to start off with Suguna and go to Gojo if I need to. So let's see how this goes. I'm at the top of the nether again, because this seems to be kind of a good spot to do mob battles. It's one of those things that I've been doing for a while, is sometimes just coming up to the top of the nether, because it's a pretty wide open space, and oh, I see. There's another one of these just hanging out here. Pardon me. In case you're wondering, that was my randomly assigned curse technique from Jujutsu Kaisen. Uh, well, Jujutsu Craft, to be more specific. I think it went through a couple of iterations already, and it's updated. So now you kind of get your powers directly. You don't have to worry about items moderating them anymore. So that's a pretty good upgrade. Meanwhile, onto the show. Now, also note that a lot of the a lot of the both cursed spirits and Jujutsu sorcerers are very aggressive towards regular hostile mobs. So I may have to use the Mob Enrager to direct them over to a few things once in a while, because there is an aspect of the Asmodeus fight that can be a little uh, tricky, and they might need a little direction. But I think they figure it out on their own eventually. Just making sure though. So you. It's interesting that you can take them out with what's basically a fire attack, but it doesn't cook the meat. You still get it raw for some reason, even if you defeated them with a fire attack. Oh well. Anyhow, ignore that. We're going to go on to the actual Asmodeus-related show. It's been a while since Asmodeus has popped up. Only pay attention. I got the Verdant one. That was random. That could take a while, seeing his damage limit, so I'm not going to go with that one for right now. I mean, eventually I might have the upgraded versions for very powerful opponents, but I don't think I need a Verdant Asmodeus right now. That's a little much. There we go, default. So not a champion version, or special version, depending on which way you think of it. Okay, well, let's start off with Sukuna. Sukuna? I need to get you over to him so you can know where he is. Apparently he's a little out of his aggro range. And other things were in the aggro range, so I actually need to direct him? Okay, that's a bit of a surprise. Usually Sukuna is very aggressive. Usually just goes for it. I guess I keep forgetting he in fact has an aggro range. But to be perfectly fair, he usually zooms from one thing to another, smacking everything in sight. So yeah, might be a little deceptive there. But he is already making progress against Asmodeus. Now, Asmodeus does have phases. And Phase 1 is very long, and so is Phase 2. Phase 3 is right at the end, and it's basically the home stretch, if either of them gets there. As you can see, Sukuna does do some quick power punches in. And I think Asmodeus has a very low damage limit, and I think that's why he's not dealing really more than like 13 at a time. But Sukuna can deal pretty rapid fire punches, so he's just socking them with curse empowered punches, and he literally leaps over him. Yeah, he's got some spectacular jumps. Just saying. Now, what's really weird is that demonic Gatling from Asmodeus isn't rendering quite right in terms of where it's shooting. Because it looks like it's going down, but it is in fact hitting Sukuna even if it's rendering over there. Yeah, that's an interesting rendering bug. I may need to inform Lycanite about that. Especially before he does any like major updates and stuff like he was planning to do eventually. But yeah, whenever he gets around to it. Because he tends to run on cycles, so whenever he gets back to his update the mod cycle, that's one thing that would probably need a little adjustment. It's not a big deal. It's just a graphical thing. I mean, it is hitting the target, which is Sukuna. It's just not visualizing it. Is he just going all sorts of directions now? Wow. Are you imitating Spider-Man, Sukuna? Because you were kind of making jumps all over the place like you were Spider-Man. Okay. Keep track of these two could be interesting sometimes. Now, Asmodeus' minions will try to attack Sukuna once in a while, but uh, yeah, he can clear them out, and Asmodeus tends to have like this almost force field-like effect that you can see it's hard to move through, and it makes it very tricky to get under him in any significant way, because again, he counts like a hybrid of an entity and an object. So, I mean, I can stand on his head. That kind of says something there. Or rather, I slid down it. I must hit it at an angle. Either way, Sukuna is still socking away. In case I need to direct him somewhere, I do have the wand. And there's like one situation where that might come up. He's leaping over Asmodeus again. Okay, he's zipping around. Yeah, that Trite's trying to go for it, but it's getting force fielded by its own boss. And then it got slapped by Sukuna. Okay. Asmodeus is down by quite a bit. I mean, he's not quite down to his phase 2 form where he starts doing the shielding thing and needing me to possibly direct. Okay, here we go to phase 2. He dropped below it. He instantly whacked them before I had to redirect him. That is awesome. He's like, nope, you will not interfere with this fight. Just goodbye. And with him, he just like moves his hand and they just power wave just smacks them all. It's like, be gone. It's like, I'm busy here. Can't you see I'm dealing with a greater demon? Or actually, greater aberration. Sorry. I mean, yeah, he's aligned with the forces of hell, but does that really make him a demon? He's technically an aberration that just dwells in the hell planes. Or is associated with them. He might actually be more associated with the end now than he is with the nether, but still, I mean, he still talks to Reavart, so. But he is still technically an aberration. Okay, now this is where I might need to redirect Sukuna if he doesn't take these guys out fast. If assuming I can actually get to him there. Because again, it's hard to get this thing right. Okay, can I tap you to get rid of these guys so you can take down their shields? Okay. You. I'm not sure if I hit him correctly. Never mind. While I was resetting that, he whacked both of them simultaneously. So, thanks for that, Sukuna. He is just not having interference today. He's like, nope, this is my duel. Get out of the way. So it's hard to see his HP. It's easy to see Asmodeus, as his hitbox is enormous. So it's like, yeah, this a huge like this whole area around here is his hitbox. Okay, can I, whoop, where'd you go? You went back in real fast there. Yep, can I hit you to get the... I got one out. But he needs to clear out all the Astaroth before he can actually attack Asmodeus again. Let me hit you correctly. There you go. Yeah, you see, you got to get rid of both these guys before you can actually hit them again. So you come over here, Sukuna, and smack this guy, please. Sukuna? Are you still around, Sukuna? We may have lost Sukuna. I was unable to see his HP, so I don't know if it's that low. Okay, I guess we're at exactly halfway. We are tagging in Gojo. Hey, so since you have me in the path to this guy, I'm just gonna put him right here. Does he not recognize them as immediately as a hostile mob? Well, that took care of things. Of course, they're still retributive no matter what. It's like, pardon me? It's like Shu. He's hitting something, but, you should be hitting this guy. And a lot like Sukuna, he does have some serious curse energy powered punches. But he has a very different move set. Although, to be perfectly fair, we didn't see much of Sukuna's, because he didn't actually really employ his slashes or his malevolent shrine. Okay, these guys are doing their thing again. Wait, nope, he got rid of them. Yeah, that thing he's doing over there when he creates that little effect, it's like a vacuum attack. It sucks in enemies and destroys them. Wow, that was a big one. I think he just used his full Powerball attack. What the? There's a random toad. I'm not part of this. Meanwhile, Gojo is force fielding on his own as well, or maybe Asmodeus is kind of doing that. That's not entirely clear. It might be a bit of both. Gojo, can I click you to somehow pass this force field to get these guys out? Never mind. You took care of it yourself. You did the whole black hole of curse power routine. What is over? There are random things showing up here. Divine Black Dog. I think that's also from Jujutsu Craft. So yeah. Meanwhile, he's basically just defending completely against just about everything they do. So Gojo is officially just too tough for this guy. Okay. Of course, there's also the problem getting rid of these guys. I'd like him to do it. So I gotta be careful where I'm aiming that thing. That's the whole point, is have the mobs battle. Now, you will destroy them eventually, but trying to speed it up just a little bit would be nice. If I can... I'm pretty sure I hit Asmodeus' hitbox there. I think I missed again. Can I... Never mind. He wiped him out. We're good. You got to him before I could. Or before I could redirect him to him, anyhow. But yeah, as you can see, Phase 2 is also a long one. phase 3 is kinda short. It doesn't have invulnerabilities anymore, but he starts regenerating. Although, albeit not as a rate like you'd assume from something really regenerative like Mobzilla, but that's a totally different story. Thing is, if they're both force fielding off these projectiles, he doesn't know to hit those guys because they can't actually hit them. So let me see if I can direct him to take out the Guardian Astaroth there. Moving through this effect is very tricky. There, I think I got him that time. Oh, never mind. He got rid of him again before I could do anything. I was just getting to pulling that off, but nope, Gojo took care of it. Why? Because maybe a bit laid back, but Gojo is a really reliable guy. We're getting closer to phase 3. I say closer. Okay. Well, he nuked one right off the bat. I think it literally manifested itself right into his special attack. Yep, trite, just walking by. Trying to get to... did you get it? Yeah, you got it. It's almost to phase 3. Can he get to it before the Astaroth show up again? That's the big question. It's phase 3. Phase 3. The Astaroth no longer matter. He's also summoning Grell, which are flying aberrations. I actually have a pet on this in another world. Yeah, they make an interesting flying mount. I'm pretty sure the overall force fielding is just too strong for them to actually hit him at this time. And now that there's no more invulnerability, Asmodeus is just gonna be overpowered. This is the home stretch for Gojo. Like, Gojo has this covered now. There's like no doubt now that if Gojo isn't taking some damage I'm not seeing here, that he will be fine. Seeing how I had a hard time tracking Sukuna's health, I wouldn't be too surprised, but I don't think Gojo's ever had much of a problem. And he just black holed most of those aberrations into one shot. He's like, goodbye. It's just when you thought that one of those would actually hit Gojo. Nope, it doesn't. Asmodeus is going down soon. At least I'll be able to finally see Gojo's health bar, or HP count. Doesn't really have health bar, just has HP count as everything else. He's considered an ally, not a boss. So, you know. Asmodeus is going down. Well, he also just socked that Astaroth there. And a couple more blows ought to do it. He's down for the count, with a pile of loot there and everything else still aggressive towards him, but he will take them out very soon. Look at that pile of loot. Isn't that just a beautiful pile of tremendous loot? I mean, there's a couple of nether stars in there. There's diamonds. There's soul stones. Or soul gems. Like, it's just a lot of things there. And he's still force fielding them. Like he's like, nope. Like, never mind. I don't need to worry about you completely and utterly. Just no. That one got poofed. The trites are trying to come in. Trying to, but they just can't touch Gojo. He's like, nope. Oh, you just stomped something. Where did you... I was gonna say, where did Gojo go? But he's like, I'm good. I mean, nothing around here can harm me. He's like, yeah, he's at the top of the nether, and he's like, nope, nothing can harm me here. I'm good. So he's just like, yep, I got this covered. So thanks, Gojo. You have successfully taken down Asmodeus, and not with as much directing as I would have thought. I can say the same for Sukuna. He's rocking him out too. So, this mod is really great for mob battles. I can certainly say that. Meanwhile, why are you pummeling the air? Maybe I need to reset mob entities so you're not targeting the middle of nowhere. So you seem to be targeting mostly Asmodeus' previous location. Do I have it reset enough now? Can you finally? So where did he go again? Gojo is always going. Like that. Anyhow, as I was going to say, I could. Posing with the winner is just not going to be as easy whenever they're this hyper. So, yeah, he's just jump smashing everything for some reason. I think he's trying to seek out another hostile mob that's below the bedrock, but he can't actually reach them, which is kind of funny. He's just trying to, like, turbo stomp them, but he can't get through the bedrock. That's kind of hilarious. Gojo, you have a lot of enthusiasm for your job, but you're not getting through bedrock there, buddy. It's just not going to happen. Anyhow, this has been Glitch Reaper, and I'll be signing out for now. Hope to hear from you all later. Bye for now, everybody, and remember, there will be more mob battles.